What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. A particular Arabic man has went viral with some of his commentary regarding the behaviors of African American women. Okay, and it's just some guy who probably is probably a nobody trying to maybe get viral or something like that. But the points that he makes nonetheless are controversial. I'd like to play what he's saying now and then come back to it.
Guys, this is the reason why men don't want to date black women. If you're watching this and you're a black woman, listen carefully, okay? It's not racism. I'm not racist. My friends aren't racist. I'm speaking for all men. They're not racist, right? It's nothing to do with racism. It's to do with being masculine and aggressive. No guy wants to date a woman who's so masculine and aggressive. The average woman, the black American woman, is 180 pounds. Man's coming like Israel Adesanya, middleweight UFC champion. I don't want to date Israel Adesanya. 180 pounds. That's average. That's crazy, meaning more than half of the black American women are above 180. They're coming like Brock Lesnar. And the problem is they're looking up to people like Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion. Cardi B has literally been on interview saying multiple times how she's drugged people, stole their money, done all these horrible things. And you have all these black women saying she's a queen, she's a queen. The problem with so many of these black women is they're so fat and bulky, right? And they're acting like, why am I not being treated like this European model? Because you're not a model. It's nothing to do with your color. It's just, she's a beautiful model. She looks amazing. You are massive. Oh, but I'm big boned. Look, black people have great genetics. They're very strong. But the problem is with black women is it just makes them go so crazy and psycho and they want to beat everyone up and they become so aggressive. Relax. No one's trying to take your chicken. You just need to relax a minute. That's why people don't want to date you. It's not because of it's not because of your skin color. It's nothing to do with racism at all. Read the whiteboard if you're getting confused. These are the problems. Masculine, aggressive, not racism. It's nothing to do with racism. If any of you black women want to debate me, you're more than welcome to come to the pond. I will debate you live in this pool, in my kayak. You can be sat there and I will tell you the exact same things. But if you're as big as Brock Lesnar, then you can't come.
So guys, you heard what he had to say. He's talking about the fact that a lot of black women have an attitude problem. A lot of black women are overweight. And again, I don't know. This guy has a British accent. So I don't know how it is that he has experienced African American women or black women in America. And I guess it's real easy to talk like that when you're in Dubai because there's no level of consequence that can happen there. But I mean, again, it just seems like a guy who is trying to troll. But I want to deal with what he's talking about because in my honest opinion, what I feel is that you have a lot of people who might feel like this that are other races and they don't say anything. Okay. And I'm pretty sure if he were to talk about, other groups of people that he may not like, he would come to that or some level of conclusion with his honesty. But I do want to talk about black women and some of the behaviors they exhibit. He mentioned Cardi B. He mentioned Megan Thee Stallion. He didn't mention Keke Palmer, but I'll throw it out there. As much as sisters want to feel like they're being independent and they can do what they do and, you can't body shame them or things like that, you really need to be aware that a lot of men from different cultures don't really appreciate that sort of thing. Okay? It's just what it is. A lot of the behaviors that we may exhibit in America are not what is accepted in other parts of the world. That is true enough. Okay? And I also want to be able to come to the conclusion that the fact that sisters feel like it's black men who are just putting out this negative image about them, I want to bring out to the fact that a lot of people have interacted with women, black women on the job or black women wherever they're at. And so people form their own opinions about black people in general. And when they come into contact with you, either one, they have a change of heart about who you are, or number two, those stereotypes are confirmed. Okay. Now, let me just get back to this and have some pride. I'm the kind of person that is like this. Okay. When I am in Africa, for example, there are certain things I see I may not like when it comes to certain people, men or women. But one thing is for sure, it is never my job to say that about anybody else's group of people. I lived in Poland. I could say certain things about certain things I saw, but do you know what? It's not my job, and it's not my place to be commenting on somebody else's community. Because number one, you know where over there anywhere, where, right? You in Dubai. So to stigmatize everybody as an Arab, whatever you may be, bruh, you really need to be worrying about who your people are. Because nobody over here not losing no sleep, right? And the reason why I want to clap back at this is because as black men, while we may agree with some of the things that he's talking about, we got to also understand that we are next, okay? Some brothers are wicked enough to go and jump on, oh, he's right, man, high five. You will be next. And whenever other people talk about the women in that community, they're going to come after the men the next. You see? That's how they do you. Because once they don't, because if they respected the men in the community, they would never talk about the women. So this is why I'm not going to ever be like, listen, well, what he said here was right, what he said here was wrong. If we're going to do that, we can, as black men, get in a private place and we can agree or disagree amongst ourselves. But on a public platform and just come out there and be like, see, I told you he was right or wrong. Number one, that's dangerous, okay? That's dangerous. I want black men to understand that's dangerous. And publicly, you can never come out here and confirm nothing from a person that's in your community that his people, who they have blacks over there, there's been mistreatment of blacks in that country. You never hear of blacks mistreating Arabs nowhere in America or in Africa. Look, you talk about your group, okay? That's paramount. Because the next thing they will always do is talk about black men. Now, if you want to talk about somebody is overweight or fat and all of that, in America, I don't know if he understands this, and I'm not trying to cape for sisters. Yeah, because we do have obesity in the community. But a lot of people in America are fat. As sure as he's talking about, a lot of y'all are fat or whatever, but it's a lot of them who are not also. So this is why, again, with black people, and Kevin talked about this, we typically let other people show our image to the world in ways in which we're not expressing ourselves in the right way. This is why you need more black media. This is why Ebony always needs to be up there. Essence always needs to be up there. Because again, look who he's talking about. The caricatures. Megan Thee Stallion. Cardi B. This guy don't know the community to a certain level. Yeah, we have those people, but then there's other groups of folks we don't have that do not exhibit what he's talking about. But then again, this is how we get put into those boxes. And sisters need to understand this too. He might come out and say that's how he feel, but a lot of folks feel like what he's talking about and they never say it. They never say it. But he needs to shut his mouth. It's okay for us in the black community talk about our people, bro. It is never okay for you to do it. And that's why you over there in Dubai hiding out. Because you won't come and say that in St. Louis or in Philly. Or you ain't going to do that, bro. We know that. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. I'm out.